Hello everybody, Ella J here on the site of WrestleCade with TNA Hall of Famer and my favorite Traitors Canada contestant, Gail Kim. How are you?
Great, how are you?
I am
Thanks
so
for
good.
watching, by the way.
Of course, I love that show, but when I saw you were on it, I was like, fuck yes, Gail Kim.
Yes.
And then you had Netta on there. Unfortunately, at the time of recording this, you did get murdered by the Traitors earlier, so it's kind of good timing, actually.
Honestly, I still love Netta, I still love Kira, those are my girls. Obviously, I lasted a long time because of them, so
Yeah.
I love them. I'm a girl's girl.
So for those who don't know what we're talking about, Gail Kim was a faithful on the series, and there was 3 traitors. Gail was trying to figure out who the traitors are and try and banish them. Unfortunately, it took them a little while to get a traitor, but you guys finally got one in your nemesis, Michael John, who actually is also a wrestler. He was a wrestler in WCW and WWE in the early 90s, so there was kind of a wrestling feud in there. He tried to kill you like 3 times.
More than 3 times, number one, and also I think normally wrestlers and people in wrestling just connect automatically. So I was shocked when I saw that play out and that he's trying to murder me every night. I was like, okay, all right. I'm glad the baby faces won. I'm glad.
Now, did you know, he's talked about it on the show, but did you know he was also a wrestler at the time of filming?
We did talk about it. So there are certain times when we talk off camera. We're not allowed to talk the game, but we talk about our lives and get to know each other. And so I found out, and he said he wrestled with me on the indies, and I was just like, what? Oh my goodness. So I thought we connected, but obviously not enough to save me, but I survived.
You did, and it was very wrestler-esque because he was the one who signed the, say, death warrants for you to get locked into a bird cage. So I just found it ironic. Like, you can't escape being in cages, Gail. This one was a lot smaller, though.
Out though, I have my experience with steel cages.
How was that experience in that, like, little-ass bird cage?
Honestly, I swear I've had a very exciting life, but that was a highlight of my life. Like, how many times are you going to be on a reality show in a bird cage in the pouring rain?
Not a lot. It's very...
Survive it.
Yeah. I also watched the video of, after you unfortunately got murdered, of you found out who the traitors were. You were very shocked. It was Kira and Netta. What was your, again, initial reaction when you found out that they were also traitors in addition to Michael John?
I mean, my face. I had no clue at all. And, part of the game is a social experiment game.
Yeah.
So I succumbed to it all because I really love my girls, and it did blind my judgment. So I had no clue. Probably wouldn't have won, but I made it pretty far, so I'm happy.
You did. There was 21 of you, I think. You made it to 22. You made it to the final 8 or 9, I think. So you made it more than halfway, more than most people.
I made it to episode 8 of 10.
Yes.
So pretty good.
And a lot better than the other show, and then unfortunately, than Amazing Race Canada.
Don't mention that.
I know. Now that you've gotten some more reality TV experience, do you have an itch to maybe get back and do something else in the reality realm?
I would definitely. I had such a great experience with the Traitors that I'm very open. As long as the type of show suits my personality, and that one did, I would definitely do one. Yeah.
Okay. Well, there's been some 2-timers on Traitors and the U.S. version, so maybe. We were talking about, on the U.S. version, Kate from Below Deck. I don't know if you know her, but we were talking off air. I don't know how you would fare in Big Brother because, the Traitors, you have a little bit more freedom. You're not locked in the same place everywhere. Big Brother, you're locked in this confinement space.
I do not want to be locked in a house for that long. It's just too much. Traitors was perfect.
Yeah. Now, obviously, we're also here in WrestleCade. TNA was last night. You've obviously TNA Hall of Famer, 7-time Knockouts champion. You've ascended the executive ladder. There's been some maybe confusion in your status. You're obviously a TNA producer. I know you're also on the talent relations side, from what I understand. What is your exact title today in this current end of 2024?
My exact title would be head of talent relations.
Okay.
And so I run talent relations. I produce on site. Of course, I am deeply just so invested in the whole and everything, but also, of course, my heart belongs to the Knockouts division as well. So I always have a little soft spot for making sure that this division always thrives. But overall, I just love the company, love the roster. I'm just excited for what's to come in 2025, to be honest. We're just making this huge comeback and just making waves again.
Well, let's talk Knockouts for a second, because the same woman that you handed a contract 2 years ago offered is now your 3 years ago, actually. 3 years, wow, is now the Knockouts champion. So that's kind of a full circle thing for you. Thoughts on Masha Slamovich's run in TNA thus far?
I mean, like, since she took that title, especially this last couple of months, she has been on fire. I'm seeing that Masha that, like, everyone envisioned her to be, that badass wrestler, and, like, more true to who she is. You know, she loves being that girl that can wrestle a regular match, per se, but she can also do any type of gimmick match and go to town, and she's willing to do whatever it takes, and she'll put that title on the line anytime. So I just love how far she's come. She's a star.
Now, speaking of titles, I may have heard you and a certain hardcore country legend may have been on track to winning the Knockouts tag team titles, or at least be a tag team.
We did talk about that on Gabby's podcast, yes.
You did.
It was a potential plan that did fall through, so of course it would have been so exciting. I got super excited at the idea, but, you know, I do believe everything happens for a reason. You know, Mickey's road went another way, and so, you know, it just wasn't meant to be for that moment. That's all.
Would you be open to it if the opportunity came up again?
Oh gosh, with that kind of situation, you say never, but I feel like I have so much to give behind the scenes. It's very difficult. Listen, if I'm ever going to get back in the ring, I have to give 100,000,000% because I care that much about what the fans see, my legacy, all that. So it would be a hard decision for sure. I'm not getting any younger.
We know, but you still look fabulous, Gail Kim. Final question. 2025 is right around the corner. Last year, unfortunately, breakout star of 2024, Kylan King, got sidelined. Who do you think are going to be some knockouts and talents to watch in TNA in 2025?
I definitely think Masha. We just mentioned her. And yes, she is our champion, but we have so much more to see from her. I feel like people develop after a couple of years once their confidence grows. And she had a little bit of a dip, and she says it. In her feud with Jordan, she kind of lost herself for a little bit, but now she's found herself. I mean, there's just so many. Heather Reckless, we just signed this year from Chicago.
Heather by Elegance.
Heather, oh, correct. Oh, she corrected me and I got it wrong, and I'm talent relations. Heather by Elegance, yes. Really looking forward to seeing what she's got. I mean, listen, just wait. Just wait until 2025 comes. You guys are going to be very pleasantly surprised.
We hope so. I personally, unfortunately, Kylan's 2024 got derailed, so I hope 2025 she can live up to the award she received.
100%. I just want her to be 100% before she comes back. I don't want her to rush it. So when you're ready, Kylan, we're ready.
We're ready. You got some new competition, though, Kylan, from the last time. The landscape's changed a little bit, so
that's okay. She's ready.
We'll have to see. Gail Kim, let the people know where they can find you online.
I'm on X and I'm on Instagram. Gail Kim, it's me, and those are the only two accounts I have.
And on a future season of the Traitors Canada again. We want her back. Yeah. Gail, thank you so much.
Thank you.